Welcome back. Well, Aussie boxer Sam Soliman is chasing redemption when he takes on IBF featherweight world champion Felix Sturm in Germany in the early hours of tomorrow morning. Joining me now for a preview is boxing commentator Paul Upham. Good morning, Paul. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Now, this is a pretty interesting bout. Fill us in on the background and the history between these fighters.
Well, if you thought that you already saw this fight, you did see this fight. They fought February last year. Sam Soliman was the IBF #1 contender, and Felix Sturm had just lost his WBA world title to our Daniel Geale. And he paid a lot of money for Sam Soliman to go over there at an optional fight. Sam went over there, he got knocked down on the canvas, he got up, he won the fight on points. Subsequently, in a drug test, there was an accusation by the local commission that he tested positive for an illegal stimulant. Sam Soliman disputed this. There was a lot of argument, legal argument and drama, and it went for months and months and months. In the end, they ruled it a no contest. He was suspended for 9 months, but the IBF allowed him to keep his #1 contender. Subsequently, Daniel Geale lost his IBF world title to Darren Barker, the Englishman. Englishman Darren Barker then fought Felix Sturm. Felix Sturm won the IBF world title, and so now we have the champion Felix Sturm fighting the #1 contender Sam Soliman. And only in boxing can you have something as confusing as that.
And here we are again with the two going head to head, and the drama has certainly continued in the lead up to this fight. Regarding the gloves Sturm wants to use, fill us in on that.
The agreement was that the grant supplier would have 4 sets of gloves, and that the two fighters would get to choose 2 pairs each. One is a main pair and one is a backup in case there's a cut on the glove. And then Sturm and his team turned up and said, no, we're having these white and blue ones, and Sam can have these blue ones. Now, Sam and his team felt there was a difference. The gloves are meant to be the same. There was a dispute, and the IBF, the sanctioning body, ruled that they would both have to use the blue and white gloves. So only in boxing, it's a bit like Wild West. Sam turned up with 3 lawyers and a number of supervisors, and in the end, you try and fight for your fighter to get the best deal before you go inside the ring.
So how has it all ended up heading into the fight?
They're both wearing the same set of gloves, and look, Sam Soliman's very confident. He wants this world title. He previously lost 2 world title fights to Anthony Mundine here in Australia, and he really wants to become world champion at the age of 40. Supremely fit, he has a unique style. He really confused Sturm the first time around. The only problem I've got is that when Sam fights guys a second time, they become a little bit used to his unusual style. He fights very aggressively, throws lots of punches. But Felix Sturm's a very good fighter. He's been a 3-time world champion, and it won't be easy for Sam to go back into Germany again and win. If Sam Soliman wins tomorrow, it is a very, very good win at middleweight.
Let's say he takes the victory. He is 40 years of age. What's next for Sam? Is retirement on the cards anytime soon, or do you think he's still got a few fights left in him?
Sam is so fit. He wants to fight like Bernard Hopkins till he's 50. And you know, the first person to be putting his hand up will be Anthony Mundine. Anthony Mundine, who's been at junior middleweight, and there's a question mark on his career. They've already fought 3 times. Mundine beat him 3 times. Sam would still love to get that first win. And Anthony Mundine versus Sam Soliman 4 would be the quickest way for Anthony Mundine to get back into a world title fight. Probably makes more money for Sam than any other fight. So if Sam Soliman wins, and you know Sam's a fighter, he would love to fight Mundine. So if it happens, you can be sure you're going to see Mundine Soliman 4 sometime in Australia.
So you're tipping Sam Soliman to win this one?
I'm confident in Sam. I just was disappointed with Felix Sturm in the last fight. I think he's past his best. He's taken a lot of punishment at the age of 35, and I just think that Sam's just got that determination and the skill and the fitness, and he fights so awkwardly to confuse guys. He'll pull a few tricks out. So I think it'll be a close fight. It'll be really close, maybe a split decision, but we'll see it live tomorrow morning on Main Event Television. Coverage starts at 3:30 a.m. The main event fight will probably come on about 7 a.m.
Okay, looking forward to it. All the best to Sam Soliman. Plenty of other boxing action this weekend as well. We've got Carl Froch taking on George Groves, hoping to retain his title.
That's like the super middleweight version in England of Mundine versus Green. They had a fight last year in November, and it was a controversial stoppage win to Carl Froch. He was actually knocked down early in the fight. They're having a rematch at Wembley Stadium, yes, outdoors at Wembley, where they have the big football matches. 82,000 tickets have been sold. It's a huge night, and that fight's going to be shown on delay midday tomorrow on Main Event Television. It'll be an amazing atmosphere. 82,000 people. I thought it was fantastic at the football stadium when we had 30,000 for Mundine Green. It's going to be an unbelievable night of English boxing, so opportunity on Main Event Television to see that one as well.
Absolutely, and Victor Chinian will challenge Nicholas Walters for his WBA featherweight world title in Macau in China.
Yeah, 38 years of age, so possibly the last chance for get a big fight. He lost his last fight to arch rival Nonito Donaire, but he fought so well. They've given him this chance against this young Jamaican. He's never lost, 23-0, but Vic's got such an unusual, aggressive style. He just comes there to knock you out. He's going in as an outsider, but he's got that experience, and I think Vic might be able to pull an upset because I don't think Nicholas Walters from Jamaica has never seen anything like Vic Darchinyan. So maybe we can get 2 world champions from Australia tomorrow. Fingers crossed for Vic and Sam.
Absolutely. And then, of course, coming up on the 4th of June, we've got the Super 8 heavyweight knockout tournament in New Zealand, which is shaping up to be unbelievable. Who's the favourite heading into that one? There's
so many names in there. We've got Carly Meehan and Hunter Sam from Australia. We've got Michael Sprock, the Englishman. But, of course, we've got the former undisputed heavyweight world champion, Hasim Rockman, who knocked out Lennox Lewis. You've got 8 guys, one night. They have 3-round fights. The winner of the tournament is going to get $200,000. And if you like explosive punching heavyweights, this is one not to be in the mix. That's main event on Wednesday night live from Auckland, New Zealand. And with the heavyweights, anything's possible.
It sure is. Paul, great to see you. Looking forward to all of the boxing coming up. We'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks, Jessica.